Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. Today I wanted to do a little bit of an update slash, I don't know, beginning to my new project, since I didn't start a video about it the day I started the project. But today we're not going to be talking about plants. We're going to be talking about my hole over here. So, the other day, about 4 days ago, 4 days ago, because today is my fourth day of this project, I started building a pond. So day number 1 was when I cleared all the vegetation, everything out of this area right here. And day number 2 is when I actually started digging and I made my first level right here. So there's ground level, and then I made a level that comes down to here, and everything was that level. And then on the 3rd day, I decided to make another level. So it goes down even farther. So main depth is going to be about, I want to say a foot, maybe 2 feet deep. But I don't think I'm going to go any deeper than it already is, because I think that's going to be good enough for my fish that I want. I'm just putting goldfish in here for now, maybe some koi fish, maybe some minnows too. Definitely need to get something that's going to be eating the mosquitoes for me. But eventually I will be putting a waterfall at that corner. Gonna have the pickup for the water pump over here in this corner. Then here where I'm sitting at this ledge is just gonna be like the viewing area or feeding area, I guess is more like what I could call it. But right now, the only thing holding me back is I need a pond liner. Pond liner is going to set me back quite a bit. So far, I have spent absolutely no money on this project. None at all. And the pond liner is definitely going to be the most expensive thing in the garden. I was thinking about putting it all concrete, doing it all by hand with concrete, but in the winter, as soon as it freezes, it is going to crack. So I was thinking maybe I'll put the concrete down and then put the pond liner on it, but that would be way too expensive. I can't do both. I have to choose one or the other. So I'm probably definitely going to go with the pond liner for sure instead of the concrete. Even though the concrete's going to be cheaper, it's probably going to be better in the long run if I do the pond liner. Now, the most things that are going to set me back for money would be pond liner. Then we need the filtration system, a pump, and a waterfall. Now, I don't think I'll be having too much issues with finding the right pump. I need to figure out how much water this can hold, so I can get the right pump and I won't have any problems with having to get a new pump to speed up the process or anything. But so far, I have no plans. No money, nothing. So it's going to sit like this for about a week or two till I can get some money maybe to get a pond liner. Heck, it might even be a month before I get enough money for a pond liner and the filter and everything. The fish aren't going to be a problem here. I can go to Walmart and get goldfish for like 25 cents a piece. That's no big issue. It's getting things established for the plants, or for the fish to be in the water. So that means I got to get plants, and I got to get some rocks, filter system, and a few other things. I might be putting an aeration system in here just until I can get the waterfall. So, because once the waterfall goes, that will be able to, as it pours water into it, it'll grab that air that's around it and it'll pull it into the water and aerate the water system. And that's how the fish breathe. Without any of that air getting into the water for the fish cannot grow. Well, not grow, but they cannot live. And right now, I'm just doing this just for the looks. Not trying to do anything for garden-wise. I just want that sound of running water. I love the sound of running water. And I've just been getting into fish lately. I don't know. I like being outside, as you guys can see because of my garden, if you haven't seen already. But I think this will be a good addition to my garden once I do get it going. And there's fish going in and out. Maybe I gotta figure out something for the overflow. I think I'm gonna put a little pipe over here in the dirt and just run it over to my trenches. So that way, when it rains and it overfills this, it will go over and it will actually water the plants by going into the trenches. And every once in a while, when I do clean this out, I will be taking the water out of this and I will be putting it over there with the plants so the plants can get the nutrition out of the water that other plants can't get from the water directly and that the plant or the fish don't use. The fish produce nitrates and stuff like that is good for the plants, and the plants act as a filter to filter all that out so the fish can have good clean water. So that's gonna be my number one thing, is filtering the water. That's my main priority once I do get this going. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for landscaping around it though. I don't have rocks and I don't want to pay for rocks. So I'm probably gonna have to go to the river and get rocks and bring them back just to hold the pond liner around. I don't think I'll be putting rocks in the bottom yet. That'll probably be later, but I'm not sure. I have been watching videos on YouTube of Paul Cuffaro, I think is how he pronounced his last name. He is the same age as I am. He's living down in Florida, and he does this exact same stuff, except for he doesn't have a backyard anymore. Started out with just one small pond, and now he doesn't have a backyard. And I love his backyard, and he's inspired me so much that this is actually where I got the idea to start this very pond right here, is from Paul. Now, Paul, he has redone many of his ponds. I don't really think that I will be doing that in the future, but there's a possibility that I will because I'm not concreting this in. If I were to concrete this in, I really could not add to it later on, change it, whatever I want to do. But doing it with dirt and just a pond liner will definitely make it so I can expand, change it up, close off some areas. Like if I wanted to, I could put more dirt in there so it's more walking area and expand it out this way next year. But I think I better get this going, get it going for a year before I even think about any of that. But I am definitely going to continue watching Paul so I can learn what fish to get, what kind of pumps he uses, and I want to get some filtration systems like him. I might even go for the pond dye because I really think that's cool, but I just don't know how I feel about it yet. I'll have to try it out just to know how it is. But I got these shelves here. I wasn't going to put those there until I started watching Paul and realized that you kind of need plants to go in here to help filter out the water. So that's why I got a shelf going all the way around on the sides, but not on the back. The back there is because I'm going to have the waterfall over there, and then just it's going to be that straight drop off because you can't really walk on that side because all the stuff up against the shed. But other than that, I think it's going to go pretty good. I still got a little bit of leveling out, I think, over here. I might go just a little deeper, maybe slope it back like towards where the waterfall is going to be. Maybe I'll slope it into the center. I'm not sure yet. So I want you guys to go put your comments down below and try and help me figure out how to make this the perfect first pond. Alright? That will help me with all your suggestions. It will help me to make this the best pond I can make it for my very first pond. I know they say that the first pond's not the greatest. First one is just basically like trial and error. Get the first one, you learn from it, and then you go and you can do a second one, third one, fourth one, whatever you want, wherever you want to, actually. And so, yeah, I will be doing this, and hopefully by the next time I do a separate update just for the pond like that, like I am doing right now, we will be having a pond liner in it, or installing one. Alright guys, so that is my plans for the garden, or for the pond in the garden, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.